So guys, welcome back again to my life. So today we're touching on the serious issues happening right now in Nigeria. But first of all, it's about Remi Tinubu, which all know the president of Nigeria, that is Tinubu's wife. So he have done some expenses that is not worth it, or let's say that is not relevant because right now all we need in Nigeria right now is a government that will come up and step up and address the issues facing Nigeria, which is hunger and hardship right now. And then Tinubu wife coming out to spend such amount of money is not good and is very, very uncalled for. So people are not angry and dragging Tinubu's wife in all social media platforms. When I mean all, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, they are dragging Tinubu's wife. Well, before we get to what happened and why they are dragging him, let's first of all look at some of these issues. So the person said inflation dropped to 31% and bag of rice moved from 8,000 naira to 7,000 naira. I don't know why everything is so different in Nigeria. In a country where there's no production, what else do you expect to happen if not everything will continue to go up? Like I keep on saying that despite the economy still going bad, it will continue going bad until the government addresses the main thing. Because the government is here to address the main thing, hardship will still be the topic of the day. Because in a state where there's no production, only consumption, then how do you expect inflation to reduce? Imagine the bag of rice has been moved up instead of coming down, it's going up. Dollar instead of coming down, is going up. The price of fuel instead of going down, is going up. Everything is just so costly in Nigeria. And like me to say that I don't know why everything is so different in Nigeria. It's only in Nigeria where they will do protest and the government will not address the nation. It's only in government that they don't have a medium where the government speaks to the masses. It's only in government where it's only in Nigeria where government comes out to tell us lies. It's only in Nigeria where the president's wife have access to public funds. Like there's no single rule and regulation guiding this country any longer. So also unified say that the president should have fixed the NNPC and interrogate the subsidy regime, implement policies to drive productivity, and work at stabilizing the economy before taking any drastic decisions. Like instead of him blaming the former or the past administration, I think what you should have done is at least probe this NNPC, know what is happening, know what they're doing, and then that is the only way you can come out and then start making your own decision. Because you can't just come out and start making decision that if you want Nigeria to be easier or if you want Nigeria to be less hard, that we should how did they put that English again? Okay, that we want if we want a better Nigeria, that we should adjust to the hardship we are seeing now. You could imagine what the president is coming out to say. That we should adjust to the hunger that we are facing now, that the hardship we are facing now. But this is not how it should have done. This government should at least interrogated the NNPC, know what is happening, know why not to start working in the fuel sector because in a country, fuel is among the basic necessity of life. Fuel is among the thing that is needed in a country to make it productive. And there's no way you can talk about productivity without fuel. And the case where fuel is not expensive now, everything that have gone up. Imagine bag of rice is now 85 to 97,000, which means it's pushing 150k, 200k. And then I don't know if people can even be feeding at all. So also the same as the fire tweeted that EFCC and Yaya Bello dancing Gongo. You all know the trend Gongo is a dance. And why he said that was because there's no way you can tell that a governor that is guilty is yet to be detained or arrested by the EFCC. Every day by day, we are seeing that EFCC calls Yaya Bello to court. And that's the only thing we are hearing. We've not heard that they've arrested him. And it's very clear to every single Nigerian that he stole a lot of money from the government. But yes, guess what? EFCC have done nothing about it. Yaya Bello is still parading the streets free. Yaya Bello is still doing his life free, despite looting government funds, public funds. But the government have done nothing about it. The EFCC have done absolutely nothing about it. But they are busy going after Yahoo boys, arresting Yahoo boys, and detaining them because they feel that Yahoo boys don't have the right or don't have the power. Then where is the law? Where is justice in Nigeria? Where is law in Nigeria? Because I think for anybody that loots Nigeria funds have committed a crime, then why is he yet to be arrested or why is he yet to be detained by the EFCC? But go to EFCC because you see more of innocent boys that are there arrested by this same EFCC that have refused to probe this Yaya Bello, which is the former governor of Kogi State. So the man you want to teach a lesson donated 50 million. This is P2B. The one you voted to lead us, who is an indigene and ex-governor of the state, donated bag of rice. Tinubu donated bags of rice, whereas people that are being called out and dragged on social media are donating a lot of money to the deceased and to the affected because what the flood that happened. So what the comment only could come up with was giving them bags of rice. So now let's start talking about this Remi Tinubu. Why is she trending? Why is her topic everywhere? Because that's the main reason for this life. Because I'll be reading out some angry reactions of Nigerians. People are angry. When I mean people are angry, I mean everybody in Nigeria is angry. So I'll be reading out the reactions of some persons. Is a lot. So taking this step by step, one by one. So this one tweeted, Remi Tinubu remains the worst first lady in the history of Nigeria, just as worst as her husband. Let's check the next tweet that said, okay, this was the one that she tweeted. I think this was where the issue started. She said, today, as we unveil the One Nigeria Unity fabric, my heart is full of joy. This fabric represents our nation unity and was inspired by my visit to Zimbabwe in 2023, where I saw a similar initiative. I introduced the idea to the Renewed Hope Initiative and it became a success. Like, amidst the hunger right now in Nigeria, this was what the Tinubu's wife can come out and say. That this is an initiative she got from Zimbabwe. We are copying another country, whereas your country is in a mess. Your country is in a state of dilemma. Your country is in a state of, I don't know how to put it again. Your country is in a mess. But what you are happy, what is filling your heart with joy is because you came up and you unveiled the One Nigerian Unity fabric. Which unity are you talking about? She said that this fabric represents our nation's unity. Then I asked myself, which country is it talking about? Is it Nigerian? Nigeria is not united because there's hunger in Nigeria. People are dying daily. People are hungry. Hardship is the talk of the time in Nigeria. But yet, the first lady have the mind to be unveiling irrelevant things because this thing she's unveiling is for who? There's nothing called independence in Nigeria because we cannot say that we are practicing democracy in Nigeria. So let me start reading out the tweets and the replies. So the first lady donated or donates 500 million to Bono flood victim. Also, the same first lady donated 500 million to 500 plateau families. Then a question is asked, where is she getting that money from? Let me read from this tweet. I think from here, we'll start taking it little by little. I find it very offensive and insulting that Nigerian politicians could donate billions when Nigerians are hungry. Maybe I'm hating. Because seriously, there's no way you can tell me that every day by day you are hearing that this person donated billions, this person donated billions. And let's not take it back to the renovation of the VP's house that cost billions of naira down to the renovation of toilet that cost 158 million, then down to the decoration of the hall for first lady that had a program that cost almost 200 million, then down to the donation that they are giving now that's running in billions. Then ask yourself, where are they getting this money from? Let me continue reading. But no civil servant can make that much money unless they embezzle public funds. Seriously, no civil servant in Nigeria is earning a reasonable amount in Nigeria. But we have our politicians that are busy looting money, stealing our money, and then they're not donating it so that to be as if they are working. Whereas they are stealing public funds just to donate it, and yet people are hungry. They are not doing anything to make our life easier. So she donated 500 million in Plateau and also donated 500 million in Meduguri. Where did First Lady Remi Tinubu get that kind of money from? The question that is asked. For a woman that spent close to 800 million on foreign trips in 5 months, I think she's living way too large for that title. Seriously, P2B have been talking on this thing that in other countries, there's nothing like title of a first lady. There's a first lady because you are the president's wife. That means you're not working anything, you don't have any work. But in Nigeria, it's not that case. Every first lady is being treated as if she's among the government of this country. Imagine donating this woman have already amounted to 1 billion. That means she donated 1 billion naira to some states, and also she has spent close to 800 million just on foreign trips. Trips that she has been traveling up and down with nothing to show for it, no results, no evidence that she's trying to make Nigeria better or support the husband to make Nigeria better. Not the case. They are all busy looting our money. So I also continue. This one is not alone. There are other politicians that donated billions of naira. So I am beginning to think that the billions are audio. Maybe I'm wrong and I stand to be corrected. But Nigerians are so cool with their politicians donating billions without asking the important question. And when you dig it, you quickly realize that these politicians have so much money, yet people are poor and hungry. Especially our governors. Let's start with the state governors. Yahaya Bello, as we all know, as the former governor of Kogi State, looted up to him draw $800 million and also paid the student school fees in advance. That means he paid all the student school fees in advance. Then where are they getting that money from? Where is the money coming from? What are they hiding from us? Because I don't think this is longer funny that our politicians are spending a lot of money and yet people are poor and hungry in Nigeria. Go to the north, go to that same Kogi where Yahya Bello stole money from the government. That state don't have any good school. That state don't have any good hospital. That state don't have any good road. But yet the governor of the state is paying a huge amount of money for their children's school fees in advance in Abuja. Then what happened to your state schools? Then ask yourself this question. Check all the state governors. How many of their children are going to their state schools? How many of their children are going to their state schools? How many of their children go attend or goes to the hospital in their state when they are sick? These questions are meant to be asked. You see that once they are sick, they take them to abroad or they take them to a better hospital in another state. That means that their state is underdeveloped, but yet they have the mind to be looting and stealing public funds. Make it make sense that our government don't care about the masses, but they care about their own personal political gain. So I keep on reading. These are many abnormalities normalized by Nigerians, and it's not okay. People live far too large in the midst of poverty. It's not okay at all. Far too many absurdities, absurdities exist in that place, and the people are cool with it. Some will attack me for saying these things, but I don't care. These are money that could go to education trust, exempt from taxes. It could lead the way in education endowment and soup kitchen for inner city children. Seriously, all this money for spending on traveling trips and then doing some relevant things. I think if they should channel half of it to the education sector, Nigeria will be better than we are right now because Nigerian sector now education is totally messed up. Nothing is working in our educational sector. When I mean nothing, I mean nothing. Your identity system and pay every jobless Nigerian a monthly stipend through their bank accounts. Nigerians worship money bags, and that is why you have no productivity. People stay online all day, make some noise, and catch crews. When you make such donations in America while being politically exposed, it raises some ethical questions. You must have inherited some trust or made a fortune before politics. Your wealth must have a foundation. Now, your wealth must have a foundation. Take all our politicians, most of them are not working. Most of them don't have any investment before they became a politician. Just in America now, if you donate such amount of money, you must be probed by the EFCC or people that are in charge of the um, corruption in their states. You must be probed. They must know where you got that money from. You must, like they say that you must have inherited some trust or made a fortune before politics. That means you must have been so rich before you became a politician for you to be able to spend that amount of money. But in Nigeria, we are all cool with it. We are happy that our government are donating a huge amount of money to this sector or this sector. without asking question, where did they get that? Where did they get that money from? Is a serious question to be probed, and I think this is where we are failing as Nigerians. Because you can't tell me that a politician will come up and then is donating 1 billion naira to this person. Where did that money come from? What is he doing before he entered politics? That's the main question that needs to be asked. Where did he get that money from? Is it public funds? If this is a public fund, that means it's wrong for him to donate that kind of money from public funds, because public funds is being meant to help the Nigerians. It's being meant to, like, a state public fund now is meant to help that state and not to be donated to another state or another person. Donation simply means you are giving from your own prayer, you are giving from your own pocket. But in Nigeria, we are happy and catching cruise that our president, our we are happy that some of our politicians are donating huge amount of money. Like Tinubu now, they donate as to P2B donating 15 million now. We all know that he is not into politics. That means that money is his own fortune. It's his own private money he's giving to the flood victims in Maiduguri. That one now, the EFCC will also start probing it because it's not to government. But here, our politicians donating 500 million, 1 billion, 1.5 billion. Then where is that money coming from? These are basic questions needed to be asked by Nigerians. But we are not asking this because we are all catching cruise on social media. Come online, we are all laughing, catching cruise, not doing the main thing and the right thing. I think these are the things that EFCC are meant to be probing, but they are not. Maybe I'm naive. Maybe my Americana life says Nigeria is different. Perhaps her family is truly wealthy. And if this is the baby steps of pain and the action and the hard decisions, then I rest my case. Because Tinubu earlier came up and said that this is a baby step, that this is just a small step, that we should face this hardship because they have a better plan for us. But let me burst your bubbles. There is no better plans for Nigeria. Our government don't have even one single better plan for Nigerians. Not even one. Because you can't tell me that you have plans for Nigeria and yet you are spending this amount of money. The wife of the president has spent close to 800 million in 5 months just in foreign trips. What are you going to go do? And you can't tell that money is not public funds. No way you can tell me it's not public funds. Because she donated 500 million to Plateau, donated the same amount of money to in Maiduguri, and then she has spent close to 800 million in public funds just to sponsor her lifestyle. Then again, let me read out this tweet that said the government is just madly insensitive. People are hungry. Rather, what Remi Tinubu find it convenient is to unveil this rubbish. How will this help the hungry Nigerians? All she cares about is spending the money stupidly. Spending the money, but you can't tell me that a reasonable human being now amidst the hunger in your own country, because right now they are the leaders. Amidst the hunger in your own country, you have the mind and you find it convenient, and like you said, that joy in my heart is to unveil, oh God, is to unveil what will not even help a single Nigerian, or to not even put food on any table of any Nigerian, but rather what to remove money from our pocket. That's what you are unveiling. I am conveniently happy that you are unveiling those rubbish, like David said here, that only what the people find it convenient is to unveil this rubbish. How will this help the hungry Nigerians? All she cared about is spending the money lavishly. Seriously. Then if I can read out this tweet where she said that today, as we unveil the One Nigerian Unity fabric, my heart is full of joy. Which kind of joy is your heart full of? Where your people are hungry. Joy fill your heart where people can no longer afford three square meal. People hardly eat 2 square meal. People cannot boast of their next meal, and then joy fills your heart because you're unveiling a fabric that will be worn on the 1st of October. What are we really celebrating in Nigeria? Is it the hunger, the poverty, or the hardship? Then also, the statement tweeted, Nigerians are suffering, but Remi Tinubu is launching an expensive 1 unit fabric to be worn on October 1st by the elites. What are we celebrating? Hunger, unemployment, poverty. fueling inflation. This is pure cruelty disguised so perfectly. Because I know you can tell me that in a country suffering unemployment, hunger, and poverty, you are happy that they are unleashing or launching an expensive one unity fabric to the one October 1st, which I don't think that anything was celebrating October 1st because Nigeria have nothing, absolutely nothing to celebrate because hunger is talk of the town in this country. So, and I tweeted, whoever gave First Lady Remi Tinubu the advice to launch so-called unity fabrics at a time that Nigerians are experiencing the hardest economic sulfur burn needs to be fired. This is highly insensitive. So, under tweeted, Nigeria First Lady Remi Tinubu launches a national unity fabric under the One Nigeria initiative and awards the designer 25 million naira. Hope we are seeing where our money is going to. You imagine awarding a designer 25 million naira, and also the money spent in decorating the hall for the tragedy was around 258 million naira just to decorate a hall for a program and meet the hunger. Make it make sense. So this one tweeted, this is despite saying at her husband's presidential inauguration in May 2023, if you can remember what she said, that her family was blessed and they did not need Nigeria's wealth. Can you imagine what she said? I can remember vividly when she made the statement that this is despite saying that her husband inauguration, that is, she said it on May, that her whole family is so blessed and they did not need Nigeria's wealth. But Remi Tinubu received or receives 700 million from State House to buy dollars for foreign trips in 5 months. Could you imagine such? Okay, your family is wealthy, that means you have money to sponsor your lifestyle, but yet you are receiving 700 million from cash to buy dollars. And then these same governments are arresting Binance that they are the main cause of dollar inflation in Nigeria. That they are the main reason why dollar is going up in Nigeria. But you can see a wife, first lady of Nigeria, receiving 700 million to buy dollars. I think these people are exposing themselves, but they don't know because you can't be going up against Binance or people that maybe their own exchange, and then you are saying that are the main cause of the hardship or the naira dropping in Nigeria. But yet your wife received 70 million to buy dollar that she used them for 5 month trip. Only 5 months trip, she's spending 700 million. But yet a lot of schools are hungry, a lot of schools are falling down. A lot of countries don't, a lot of states don't have good roads, don't have any good, we don't have power supply in our country. But here we are, our government are lavishing our money. So someone tweeted that Remi Tinubu said her family doesn't need Nigeria's wealth to function. Yet she spent over 70 million of her money on foreign trips in 3 months. Just 3 months. Incredible. Remi Tinubu wickedness no start today because she only cared about regime protection like her husband and not about the people. True or false? True. Remi Tinubu is a very terrible person. People are suffering, and we are launching national fabric to be worn on October 1st. Where is the independent, very wicked entity? Seriously, where is the independence? Because people are hungry and tired, and we are launching a fabric to be worn on October 1st, where there's nothing to celebrate. Nothing at all is worth celebrating in this Nigeria as we are. It's not good life are celebrating. It's not good roads. It's not good policies. It's not good government. It's not steady light. It's not good water. Just tell me one thing we are celebrating in this Nigeria that will make, oh God, that will make someone to wake up and then she's raising money and paying 2 million to designer of the one unity fabric as she claimed. Then I ask again, where is the unity in this country? What are we celebrating? Poverty? Is it the hunger? Is it the unemployment? Is it the fact that a graduate from university that studies a course for 5 years, 6 years, comes out and then he's meeting an illiterate for a job? Is it a country where someone will take 5 years, pay school fees, spend almost 10 million in school to get knowledge, and then comes out and pay another money to someone that not go to school to learn handwork? Whereas the government was meant to provide employment or jobs for graduates in that. Let's go to other country. Once you have finished school, they are giving you a job immediately. That means they are making sure they provide jobs for every single course you read in the university. But that case is not Nigeria. Could you imagine the amount of graduates they have outside country, but yet they are still looking for more workers from Nigeria. The doctors, the nurse, they are traveling outside the country to work. Could you imagine amidst graduates in that country, they still have space for Nigerians to come and work. But yet in our country, you finish university for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, you don't have any work to work as a Nigerian. You start carrying file up and down, trying to look for where to learn work, where to work. And then if you not have where to work, how much are they paying you? They'll pay you 30K, 40K, 40,000 naira. Then that 40,000 naira cannot buy a bag of rice. If you work for 2 months, cannot still buy a bag of rice in Nigeria. And it's not that it's talking about you pay house rent, you buy clothes, you pay your children's school fees, you support your mother, your parents. From how much are you going to? Oh God, this country is finished. This government want to finish this country. Pata, 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 pata. Because I can't be saying that amidst the hunger we are facing in this country, but yet our government are lavishing and spending our money lavishly. Tinubu first of all bought his private jet worth billions of naira. Remi Tinubu, that is the wife, has spent 1 billion in donation and also spent close to 800 million naira in trip for 5 months, and also spending money again to launch this one unity fabric that she said that people will wear on the 3rd of October to celebrate independence. Independence. What are we celebrating in that independence? Is it the insecurity? Because the government have done zero, like they have done nothing on the issue of insecurity in Nigeria. Insecurity is still not the main topic in Nigeria, but yet the government always feel reluctant because they are not affected. They don't care those people that are being killed. They don't care what is happening in our security sector. They don't care anything. All they care about is furnishing and sponsoring their own lifestyle. And they are spending public funds. That is the worst part of it. We are spending public funds. We are donating millions of naira, millions, billions from public funds. How does that make sense? I believe that anything called donation is free will. You donate from your own pocket and not from the states or from the public funds. Public funds are meant to be used to make the life of the masses easy and not hard, because those public funds are from taxes paid by the residents of a state or a country. They are using their money to go and be doing charity work. The same Remi Tinubu donated millions of naira to a foreign country to help them develop their hospitals. Whereas in Nigeria, we don't have a single hospital that have with good facilities to take care of any medical issues. We don't have one. But yet, Tinubu's wife have the mind to donate for another foreign country to help them develop their own hospitals. Why not to develop your own? To tell you the level where we are in our country, level where our government don't think about us for one bit. They only sponsor their own welfare and their own well-being. I think we also go live in the night. We'll be talking on more serious cases at night. Just stay tuned to my channel. We'll be talking more issues because more case is rising. Today, Nigeria took up Tinubu's case. Go to Twitter. She's trending there. I just have to bring up some tweets and some reactions of persons so we could talk about it here on my live. In the night again, we might continue in the same with Tinubu, or there are there are more gist, more happening in Nigeria, a lot of things. EFCC and Yaya Bello that are just deceiving us. You have many G's, the Dangote refinery and NNPC, you have Remi Tinubu, and then we have a lot of things because things are happening in this country. No positive news have come out since Tinubu became the leader of this country. Not one, it's only bad news, bad news, bad news, bad news. Tinubu came in office, fuel rose from is it 600 naira down to 1312. In the same Tinubu regime, bag of rice increased from 50,000 naira, now 97,000 naira. In the same Tinubu regime, state governors are increasing school fees from 30K to 100K, from 45K to 100K. In the same government, school fees is now very high. The same government, federal universities are paying not less than 100K as school fees. Whereas before, what of paid your 10,000 naira, 20,000 naira, but now they are paying above 100K now to pay school fees. Now to go to school in Nigeria is now as if it's a waste of time. Because after going through hell to make money to train your children in school and then they graduate, no hope of having jobs, no hope of making mama proud, no hope of doing 90 things without entering into fraud. Because check most of the youth now that are wealthy, that have money, check their source of their money is always illegal because there's no more way to make money legally in this country. Because if you want to start to make money legally in this country, nothing is working. You can't even feed yourself. Talk about feeding your family or feeding or feeding your mom or your dad. That's the level we are. But we'll talk more on this in the night. I'll see you guys in my next live. Stay tuned, guys.